And we got a couple of minutes. Let's check in with our own Ken Cooper from Motown Digital. We are the company that operates this television operation here, and we do a lot of other things, including a lot of live streaming and connecting people. And so this guy, Ken Cooper, who we have on Zoom, is kind of our Zoom expert. So, Ken, welcome to the MegaCast.
Good morning, Dave. How are you today?
We're doing great. So, I was faked out once today. I'm not going to be faked out again. I know that's not your backyard that I'm looking at behind you, right?
No, that's actually one of the features in Zoom. It's a virtual background, and it's very popular. It allows people to kind of get rid of the clutter in their home office, if you will, or otherwise. Actually, this is my dad's backyard in Toledo that I superimposed behind me. So
It's a nice
we've got a
looking
lot of fancy
backyard.
stuff.
He's got a
Yeah,
pool back. See, when I saw this on Zoom with you the other day, I said, Ken, you
yeah.
got a pool. Congratulations. You're doing really well. Nice.
Yeah,
So,
actually, this house is for sale. If you're listening from the Toledo area, hit me up. I'll connect you guys. It's a great house.
all right, make sure you get your commission on that. Ken Cooper, talk
Okay.
to us about Zoom. Let's start there. It's the program that has just caught America by storm.
Yeah, it really has. I mean, people in these times, I guess you'd say, are looking for a way to connect, and particularly businesses that where people are working from home, and they need a quick and easy way to connect all these people together and continue to be productive. Zoom just kind of fit right in there in the mix with a lot of other teleconferencing types of software and solutions that are out there. Zoom seemed to be the one that was easy to implement and just kind of hook up and go.
And not only for business, I know a lot of people, including my family, been getting on Zoom every weekend, and we've been getting the family together and having some really good Zoom sessions.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, there's applications that you can use like Messenger and FaceTime and things. But in terms of getting a bunch of people together very quickly and easily, Zoom seems to be a fantastic solution for that. It's got a lot of fun controls. So it's more than just a business app from that perspective.
A- And it's been
It's all over.
huge. It's been huge too, Ken Cooper, for Motown Digital, our Zoom expert here on the show. It's been very helpful for government and others that are holding municipal meetings in public. It's given these municipalities the opportunity to continue to conduct business in a safe way.
Yeah, it really has the ability to kind of take those meetings from being a in-face or in-person type of scenario and being able to still have those meetings by using a solution like this is really key to any kind of government type of work or businesses that have to have these meetings continue in spite of sheltering in place.
Okay, so Ken, let's go down the list. I got a bunch of really quick, rapid fire questions for you. Let's start with
Okay.
Zoom. What is
Yeah.
the number one cool thing that Zoom can do that a lot of people might not be familiar with? What's the one thing that really help you out?
Well, I think the best thing about Zoom, not only being free, you can use it free for one-on-one and up to 40 minutes with a group. But the other thing is what we were talking about before is people seem to really like the virtual backgrounds and be able just to drop that in and not see all the other stuff that's going on.
What is different between Zoom and WebEx and GoToMeeting, some of the programs that have been around before Zoom was even popular?
So GoToMeeting and WebEx are also very powerful tools. They all share kind of the same functionality. It's just a matter of kind of who does it better. But if I had to classify it, I would say that WebEx in particular and GoToMeeting to a certain degree are designed for larger organizations who want to bring in larger number of attendees, or that they want to do have more control on the back end.
And it's really amazing how good all these applications are. We can throw Skype and Skype for Business in there.
Mhm.
Skype was really the big consumer video chat program. It started as a consumer application, and then it became
Yeah.
Skype for Business. And it's another one that you could throw in that same category. Is that correct?
It really is. And Microsoft Teams along that same line, I've heard that a lot of people are using that. So if you're in a Microsoft environment already where you're using Word and PowerPoint and some of the other tools that are part of Microsoft, that's a real shoe-in for you because you can, collaborate a lot more easily in that kind of environment, particularly if you've already got those kind of licenses going on.
Well, it's crazy, and the thing that that as a media observer that blows my mind is that you've got CNN and Fox and the national television networks, ABC, CBS, NBC, all using Zoom or Skype or some of these applications now to put people on television. And then how about Saturday Night Live? I mean, wasn't that crazy? Saturday night, it was like all Zoom on Saturday Night Live on broadcast television. So these applications were good enough to be on real television.
Yeah, I think a lot of it is out of necessity. I mean, I've seen some of our local news agencies in an effort to be, further apart. I saw a weather person that was actually in their van, not in front of a green screen with a TV next to them, so they could kind of handle it that way.
All right, so next power question here for you, Ken Cooper.
Yeah.
Can you do these things with an app on your phone, mobile, running around?
Absolutely. I think all of these really have a mobile app to a large degree. And so if they don't have an app, there's some applications that you can strictly use through your web browser as well. So if you don't have the app downloaded on your phone, you could use the web and their built-in web client to do much the same things. And with the proliferation of mobile devices, I would be surprised if the large majority of people aren't using their mobile device to connect to any of these solutions.
Ken Cooper, our Motown Digital online Zoom quote-unquote telecommunications expert, joining us here in the MegaCast. Thank you very much for joining us. Okay, Ken, tell us, there's a couple of other brands that people may not be familiar with that have their own unique characteristics. Hop-In. What's Hop-In?
So Hop-In is really geared towards businesses that are trying to change from in-person events to virtual events. So Hop-In, as well as there's a few more solutions. They're actually kind of a collaboration of event meeting planning online and the actual implementation. It sounds complicated, but really, if you think about an online event, you've got kind of a reception area, you've got your main stage, you've got breakout rooms where people get together in smaller groups. And the idea behind these applications is the idea that you can still have these meetings and do the same kind of things that you've always done in person, but do them virtually.
Are there other brands that we should be looking out for, other names, other products out there in this realm that we've not talked about?
Well, one that I particularly like, and it's not so much the same kind of thing as Zoom, is called StreamYard. And it's been used a lot as of late by a lot of YouTube streamers and people on Twitch, if you're familiar with that, where they had trouble bringing guests into their stream. So if you're taking the same thing that we're doing here and we're live streaming to a number of places, and we're doing a great job of bringing people in remotely, but if you had a group that you wanted a little bit more control over, StreamYard can be a really great solution. It has a free version and a paid version, but it allows you to do some fun tricks as well. So something to definitely look at if you're bringing remote presenters in and you want to have kind of a collaboration kind of environment for a small group.
It's a bold new world, Tyler Keefe. There's so many of these different applications, and we have our coronavirus vocabulary, but I think we need to build a vocabulary for all of these various applications. I mean, StreamYard. Who the heck ever heard of StreamYard? I'm sorry about that.
You might have to at this point. There's so many popping up that have their own terminology too.
Well, and they're all helpful. Ken, we got to go. We got a press conference coming up here in just a couple of minutes.
Great.
Before we say so long, though, and I don't want to get too inside baseball into what you and I do for a living, but Zoom versus going to Facebook Live. Can you? Because a lot of people are using Facebook Live. Can you just quickly, why do you use Facebook Live? When do you use Zoom? Can you ever use them together? Can you talk about that for a minute?
Yeah, I think we can send our video conferences to Facebook, and that's great. But Facebook, it's the one big positive for Facebook is that most everybody has it. So you can just tune into something that's going on Facebook, where Zoom is a separate application type of thing, and it's really geared towards meetings of people, bringing people together. Facebook Live is more of a I'm presenting to multiple people versus a conference of people getting together, or a meeting, if you will. So
Now,
Facebook is a great way to take something that you want to present and send it out to the masses. It does have some other features, so I won't shortcut it that way, but that's kind of the difference, I think.
No, very well described. I appreciate that. And then we got to go, but the thing that's really cool, if you don't mind me adding, is when you combine some of these things and you take a little bit of Zoom and a little bit of Facebook and a little bit of live streaming, and then you could get out to the big audience and reach a lot of people if you're holding an event or you got a meeting or you want to get friends together or do a concert or something online. But you want to get, like, if you want to do an online concert or you want to just get some friends together and you want a lot of people to see it, well, you can use Zoom to get the people together, and then you can send it out to Facebook Live to reach a lot of people. So it's sometimes a combination of these tools is really helpful. And we got to go, but I know that right inside of Zoom, you can send the signal out with, I think, the Pro version right out to Facebook Live. So some of these interactions are built right into these programs.
Yeah, for a really short example is last night we were working with one of our partners, and we had a collaboration of 12 magicians out of Chicago, well, 4 magicians and their participants. We streamed that to Facebook, who had a number of viewers on their page, and then they did they expanded that out to probably 80,000 people up to. So you can really create a lot of viewership by taking these different solutions and putting them together.
Yeah, and then how creative is that? And we got to skip along, but how creative of that is it was an after-work online virtual magic show. So a lot of fun. Ken Cooper, thank you for your information. Very helpful. Well done.
You're welcome. Thanks a lot. Have a great day.